In this tutorial, I'm going to show you how you can make this precious sweater, as I call it. This is a raglan technique sweater, so it's a top-down sweater. We are starting here on the neckline, and we are going to do this diamond stitch motif. I'm going to showing you here in this tutorial. I'm going to explain the small and medium size, also a few details about the large and extra large, but you'll find all the details on my blog, and I will add the description below if you want to make this sweater in bigger sizes. I use this yarn for the sweater. I think it's a sport weight yarn. It's a mix between cotton and acrylic, and the recommended needle is 3.5. For the sweater, I use a 3.5 millimeter crochet hook for the ribbed band, and a 4 millimeter G crochet hook for the rest of the sweater. You can use and substitute this yarn, this type of yarn, maybe with the same mix of cotton and acrylic. I don't know if you'll find the same amount of acrylic and cotton in it, but it can work with only acrylic or cotton. It will work great as well. So to start, for size S and M, you'll have to chain a number of 108 stitches. This will be the number of stitches that you'll need for the start. 108 stitches. For the other plus sizes, you'll find all the information in my blog. Now to just keep the chain straight and not to make sure that the chain is not twist, you can insert the hook through the first stitch that you have made, then insert the hook again into the loop and continue into making the chain. So start chaining 108 stitches, and then at the end pull the loop through the stitch, through the first stitch that you have made, and in this way you will join the ends. Now we will start the first round. Start with chain 3 and then make 1 double crochet in each stitch. This will be the first row, the first round actually, because we are working in rounds. So 1 double crochet in each stitch. See that I'm using, for the ribbed band, I'm using the smaller crochet hook. You can use the same size if you want. It's not mandatory to use different sizes of crochet hook if you don't want. After finishing the first round, make sure before joining that is not twisted, and then join with the third stitch of the starting chain. We will start now the round 2 with chain 3, and then we will begin to alternate front post double crochet with back post double crochet for the entire round, and we will do the ribbed band with 3 rounds with front post and back post. So repeat this round, this first round, 2 more times. So you will have in total 4 rounds. 1 meaning the foundation round, which was in double crochet, and 3 more rounds in front post and back post double crochet. And after this round, we will just start to this rounds. After we make the ribbed band, we will start to work our stitch, our diamond stitch. So I told you that we have 108 stitches. So basically what you have to know about this sweater and its construction is that you have to think about the stitch in portion. Okay, so we have 31 stitches for back and front and 21 stitches for sleeves, and we will think at this part at this side separately. Now we are starting the first round with chain 2 and 1 double crochet in the same stitch. The first chain 2 doesn't count in the stitch as a stitch, and then make 4 more double crochet in the next 4 stitches. We are now at the middle of the back. Now we will chain 1, skip the next stitch, and make 1 double crochet in the next, and continue with 9 more double crochet with 8 more, so you will have in total 9 double crochet on this section. So basically we are working the diamonds motif in this section and on the half of the back, and on this round the pattern will be 9 double crochet and 1 window. I will call window the chain 1 and skip 1 because it's easier like this. Now we will do another window here, and because we have 1.5, basically 1.5, so 1 section of 9 double crochet and 1/2, so we have in total 3 sections of 9 double crochet on the first round on the back and front. So here we will have to make the first increase, so chain 1, skip 1 stitch, and then in the next stitch we will do the increase. The increase will be with 1 double crochet, chain 2, and 1 double crochet in the same stitch. So when you are thinking about this sweater and about the raglan portion, you don't have to think at the increase. So we are thinking that we are working on a portions. So we just finished the half of the back. Now we will chain 1, skip 1, make 1 double crochet in the next stitch, and continue with 8 more double crochet, so to complete the first set of 9 double crochet. So the pattern will be 9 window, 9 double crochet, window, 9 double crochet. Okay, and we will have in total on the back side 3 sets of 9 double crochet, and on the sleeves 2 sets of 9 double crochet. So now we are working the sleeves, so we will do 2 sets of 9 double crochet, and we will have 1 window at the beginning of the sleeve, 1 window in the middle, and 1 window at the end of the sleeve part. Now I'm making the second set of 9 double crochet. It's time for the third window, so chain 1, skip 1 stitch, and in the next stitch we will do the increase. Another tip that I want to give you for this part of the sweater is that always before and after the corners, so before and after the increases, you'll have to make a window, so a chain 1 and skip 1 before doing the increase. Now we are starting to work after the second corner. We are starting to work the front side. So we started this side with 1 window, and now we are doing the set of 9 double crochet, and we will do 3 sets of 9 double crochet with a window between. So I'm repeating the window is chain 1, skip 1, okay? So we have 9 window, 9 window. This is the pattern for the first round. And we will continue making this pattern to the end of the round. So here on the sleeve we will do 2 sets. On the front here we have 3 sets. Now we are doing the next corner, so the next increase, and as I said before the increase we will do a window, then chain 2, 1 double crochet in the same stitch, and now we will start again with the sleeve. So chain 1, make 1 window, so skip 1, and make 9 double crochet. So when working like this, the diamond stitch needs a multiple of 10 plus 1 stitches. So we have 31 for back and front and 21 for the sleeves. I just made here my first set of 9 double crochet. This tutorial will be very detailed for the first part, the first rounds. I'm sure that if you I don't know, did before this stitch, now it will be easier for you, and maybe you don't need such a detailed explanation. But for those of you who didn't make this stitch before, I thought that it will be better to just make a more detailed tutorial. Now after the last corner we will have to complete the back side. So after the corner we will start as usual with a window, and then make 9 double crochet. Then we will do a window and just complete the set of 9 double crochet that we have to have it in the middle of the back. We started with 5 double crochet, so now we have to make 4 more. And then join with the first double crochet that you made on this round, and this first round of diamond stitch is done. Now as a bracket on this tutorial, we will start now the round 2, and the round 2 will be the first round after the ribbed band for size L and for size large and extra large, just to know, but you'll find all the details on my blog. So now I will tell you another tip that I use it to be more easier, because I don't like to count stitches. So I found a little tip that, and I'm gonna telling you my tip, just maybe it will be easier for you to just make the stitch. So every time I'm looking at the last stitch and the first one of every set of 9 double crochet, and knowing that the last stitch and the first one has to be a window on this round. So now I am on the last stitch, So I'm making a window, so chain 1, skip the last stitch and make 1 double crochet in the window of the previous round. Then I am at the first stitch and I know that I have to make a window here, so I'm chaining 1, skip this first stitch and make a double crochet in the next one, and continue with double crochet until I'm getting to the last stitch, and repeating. I have the same thing in my mind that I have to with the first and the last stitch from every set of 9 I have to make a window. If you want to count this round pattern is 7 double crochet window, 1 double crochet, window. This will be the pattern that we will have to repeat for the entire round. Now making the corner. As I said before and after the corner, always you'll have to have a window. Now I am at the first stitch of the next set of 9 and I'm making a window, so I chain 1 and skip this first stitch, 1 double crochet next, and continue until you will have 7 double crochet, and the last stitch of this set of 9 it will be again a window. So basically the first stitch and the last stitch we will transform them in windows, and the windows of the previous round we will transform them in stitches. I don't know if it makes sense. This kind of tip helped me not to keep counting the stitches, but if you want to count them, take in mind that you'll have to have sets of 7, window, 1 double crochet, window, and again 7 double crochet, then window, 1 double crochet, window. So this is the pattern that you'll have to repeat on each section of this top of the sweater. And of course, not counting the stitches that we may make in the corners, we are not counting those stitches. Like I said at the beginning, we are thinking on this part, on this top part of the sweater, in sections. So I'm working the back side and I'm repeating the pattern. When working the sleeves, repeat the pattern. When working the front side, repeat the pattern. Not counting the stitches in the corner, because otherwise everything will be messed up. So just continue and repeat the stitch pattern of this round. Like I said, this round will be the first round after the ribbed band for sizes large and extra large. So I will repeat windows 7, 2 windows, 7 double crochet, 2 windows, 7 double crochet. Now I'm finishing the round. Basically I am doing the 3 double crochet to just complete the last set of 7, the set of 7 that we have in the middle of our back side. And now we are starting to do the next round. Again, on the next round, if you are looking on the stitches on this second round, we have sets of 7 stitches. So now on the next round, every first and last stitch will be a window. So we will have sets of 5. And again, the windows of the previous round will be stitches. So here we will have 3 stitches. So the pattern will be 5 double crochet, 1 window, 3 double crochet, 1 window. This will be the stitch pattern that we will have to repeat to the end of the round. But let's start the round with chain 2 and 1 double crochet in the same stitch. Then 1 double crochet in the next 2 stitches. We are at the last stitch of this set of 7 of the previous round, and like I said, we will do a window here, so chain 1 and skip that stitch. 1 double crochet in the window, 1 double crochet in the double crochet at between the windows of the previous round, and again 1 double crochet in window. So the first and the last stitch, we transform them in windows, and the windows from the previous round we transform them in rounds. Or if you want to count stitches, the pattern is 3 double crochet, window, 5 double crochet, window. And this will be the repeating section that we will have to make it on each side, meaning back, front, sleeves. Now before the corner, as I said, always before the corner we will do a window, so chain 1, skip the next stitch and make the increase in the chain 2 space, meaning 1 double crochet, chain 1, 1 double crochet. And now after the increase we will have again a window, so chain 1, skip the next stitch, one double crochet in the first window after the corner, 1 double crochet in the next stitch, and 1 double crochet in the next window. Then chain 1, skip the first stitch of the next set of 7, then 5 double crochet, skip the last stitch, so chain 1 and skip the last stitch, 1 double crochet in the next window, 1 double crochet in the next double crochet, and 1 double crochet in the next window. And repeat this stitch pattern to the end of the round. So on each side we will have between the corners, the pattern will be 3, actually window, 3, window, 5, window, 3, window, 5, window, 3, window. So this will be the pattern on each side, and we will have to repeat this to the end of the round. And this round, this third round, will be the first round after the ribbed band for size 2 extra large, just for you to know. Now we will start the next round as usual with chain 2 and 1 double crochet in the same stitch. Then we will do 1 double crochet in the next, and then we will do a window, chain 1, skip the next stitch, 1 double crochet in the next window, 1 double crochet on the top of each 3 double crochet from the previous round, and 1 double crochet in the next window. So the pattern on this round is the same as the previous, only that is reversed, let's say. So we started with 5 double crochet on the first, so we have, let's say, between the corners, because it's easier this way. We had window, 3 double crochet, window, 5 double crochet, and continuing like so, ending before the corner with 3 double crochet and window. And on this round we will have window, 5 double crochet, window, 3 double crochet, and ending before the corner with 5 double crochet, window. So basically it's the same, so the stitch pattern is the same if you are thinking on the middle of the section, but it starts and ends differently, reverse, if you are thinking at the whole section. So here before the corner I have a window, then I will make the increase. And I will continue with the pattern, thinking again in sections. So on the sleeve, we will repeat this pattern: window, 5 double crochet, window, 3 double crochet, and repeating until we get to the next corner. This will be the pattern that we will have to repeat it on each section, and I'm keep repeating it that you'll have to think this pattern per section, so front, back, sleeves, not to mess up the stitches. I know that at my seam, I don't know, I noticed after I'm making the pattern and trying to write the pattern that it's more difficult to explain the stitch than to do it, because you'll see that after a few rounds the pattern will, you don't have to look at the pattern at all, because you'll figure out how it works. But to explain it, and I have to do that because I want to give you all the details to just to be able to make this this sweater. So explaining is more difficult than make it. So I encourage you to just start and do the stitch, and you'll see that it's very easy to make. Okay, now that we just finish this round, again you will see that on the next round basically it will be the second one, because we will have sets of 7 double crochet, only that on the first round between the corners we had window, 7 double crochet, window, window, 7 double crochet, and again window, window. And this time it will be reversed on this round, so we will have between corners we will have window, 7 double crochet, window, double crochet, window. Okay, so it's the same, only that it starts and ends different from the second round. But let's keep working. So I started with 1 double crochet, chain 2, 1 double crochet in the same stitch, then skip 1, make a window, so chain 1, skip the next stitch, then 7 double crochet, then skip 1, make 1 double crochet in the middle double crochet from the 3 double crochet that we have on the previous round, and then again window. So see, this is the same, is the similar round as the second one that we did, only that it's reverse. If you are looking on the round, you'll see that on the second round where we have 2 windows, now on this round we have a set of 7, and on the set of 7 here on this round we have the 2 windows. So basically it's reverse, is in mirror, or I don't know how to say it to be more specific. So we will have to continue this round, just repeating between corners, window, 7 double crochet, window, 1 double crochet, window, and again 7 double crochet until we get to the corner. Before corner you'll have a set of 7 double crochet, then window, and make the increase in the chain 2 space. And you'll have to just repeat this pattern to the end of the round. This sweater is an oversized sweater. It has a positive waist of 10 centimeters approximately, so 4 inches. That's why you'll choose depending on how you want your sweater to be, which size to make. Okay, I'm keep doing this round, which is the 5th round, I think, the 5th round. Again, if you want to make the sweater in the large, extra large, or 2 extra large. For large and extra large, you start with 116 stitches and start with the 2nd round that we have made here in this tutorial. And on 2 extra large, start with 124 stitches and start with the 3rd round. We are ending this round with window, and now I have to explain you, because from 5 to 5 rounds you'll have this issue in how to start the next round. Here on this on the top of this first stitch we have to make a window. So we have 2 I don't know, versions here. Let's say first you can turn to the previous window and start the round from there, making the double crochet, the first double crochet. So chain 2, make one single crochet here, then chain 2, make the double crochet. This is the first stitch, and then continue making the window. So chain 1, skip the next stitch and continue with the pattern. Yeah, continue making the 9 double crochet that you have to make. And the next method that you can do it to just start this round is to slip stitch into the next window and start the round from there with 1 double crochet. But if you are choosing to make to start the round like this, from now with each round you will move to the left with the joining. So if you want to, if you don't have nothing, if this doesn't bother you to just move with the line to the left, then it's okay to start the round like this. If you want to keep like a straight line, the first method, in which you have to turn into the previous window, is the better one, and I use that method just to keep a straight line with the joining of my rounds. Okay, so this pattern on this next round is the round number 6, is basically the first round. So between corners we will have window, 9 double crochet, window, 9 double crochet, window, 9 double crochet. The round will end between corner with 1 window, so it's the same as on the first round that we have made. Okay, now I'm gonna showing you how to start the next round. If you are choosing to just turn into the previous window, then on the next round you'll have to slip stitch in the next window and start the round from there. Basically we are turning and with the line on the same direction that we have it on the previous round. So basically we are like you'll see that basically from now on we will do a slip stitch here, then start the round make the first stitch here in the window, then chain 1, make the window, and continue the round like this. And basically now we will just start the round as usual from here. Okay, so in this way we are keeping the same line with the joining of the rounds. And now we will just keep repeating these rounds that we have made. Now we are on the 7th round, and we will have the same pattern as on the 2nd round. We will have between corners we will have window, 1 double crochet, window, 7 double crochet, window, 1 double crochet, window. Here I am at the end of the round. Just wanted to show you that now the rounds are starting as normal. Okay, now I think that it's clear with the stitch pattern. All you'll have to do is to keep repeating these rounds until you'll end with this yoke, with the first part of the sweater. For the size S, I did 26 rounds. For size M, you'll have to make 30 rounds. And at the end of the yoke, we will meet again just to see how we will work the separating round, because we will have to separate the sleeves from the body of the sweater. So now continue and finish the yoke, making until you'll have in total 26 rounds for S and 30 rounds for M, for medium, or until you'll get to the desired width of your sweater. Okay, maybe you will want to work less rounds than I did. Okay, this is the sweater. I'm sorry that the light is very bad in here at this time of the day, and it is not like the proper color of the sweater, but okay, so now let me explain you how you will do the separating round. If you are working on a small size, then your round before the separating round will be with the pattern 9, window 9. So on the separating round we will have to make 7 window, 1 double crochet, window, 7. Okay, so we will start the round as usual until we will get to the corner, and there I will show you how to join the back and the front side and skipping the sleeves. So just work the round as normal until you end with the last set of 7 double crochet before the first corner. Okay, I just made the last 7 double crochet set, and now to continue with the pattern on the other side I will need here 2 windows. So I'm chaining 1, making the window before the corner 1 double crochet, but I'm not finishing it. Skip the stitches from the sleeve to the window that is after the next corner, make 1 double crochet here, keep the loop, and then close it. So basically we are working here in the window that is before the first corner, and in the window that is after the next corner we are working 2 double crochet together. And on the next round we will consider these 2 double crochet together only 1 stitch, being the double crochet that is between the windows. Okay, and this will be how we will join the two parts, back and front. If you are working on a small size, or if your round before joining is the round with sets of 9 and 1 window. So here once again, let's see, we are at the other corner and we are repeating the same. So I'm making chain 1 after the 7th set of double crochet, 1 unfinished double crochet in the window before the corner, skipping the stitches for the sleeve, and make 1 double crochet unfinished in the window after the corner, then pull the loop through all stitches and continue and finishing the round. And then all you'll have to do is to repeat the stitch pattern. Now that we make it to be continuous, you'll have to repeat it until you have the desired length of the sweater. Let's see if we are working on the size medium, and basically the round before the separating round is the round with sets of 7 and 2 windows. So basically now we are working on the separating round, the pattern with sets of 9 and 1 window. And let's see how we can join now. So I have the last set of 9 before the corner, and now I need a window. So this is what you will have to figure out, what stitch I need here in the corner. So I need a window. I make chain 1, I skip the stitches for the sleeve, and then in the window before the next corner I'm doing the double crochet. Okay, so following the same pattern, the same stitch pattern, only that we are skipping the sleeves stitches. So this is all that you will have to have in mind on this separating round. Okay, when I'm getting to the sleeves, I just have to skip the stitches for the sleeve and continuing with my pattern. Okay, this is what you'll have to have in mind. After the joining round, all you'll have to do is to continue with the pattern until you'll get to the desired length of the sweater. I made, for the size small, I made 20 rounds for the length. So continue, I make it 22 rounds for the length. So continue and doing as many rounds as you need until you'll get to the desired length of the sweater. And then after finishing with the length, all you'll have to do is to make the ribbed band at the end. And the ribbed band, you'll have to work it with a smaller hook. I just choose to work the ribbed band with a smaller hook because I want it to be a little bit tighter than the rest of the sweater. So after completing the length of the sweater, just make 1 round with 1 double crochet in each stitch, and then the 3 rounds with front post and back post, basically repeating the rounds at the beginning. Okay, and now after finishing the body of the sweater, we will have to do the sleeves. And when starting the round for the sleeves, it will be again a little bit tricky because we will have to take into consideration the same thing as we did for the body. So we will just have to figure it out on the armpit which are the stitches that we need to complete and to make the stitch pattern. Okay, so now let's see. Okay, the previous round on my sleeve here is with set of 7, okay? And now I need to do it in set of 9 with 1 window. So basically at the armpit I will need, no, I have set of 9, sorry, set of 9, so I need to make a set of 7 and 2 windows. So basically this at the armpit I will need to make 2 windows just to complete the pattern, okay? Because I have set of 9, then here I have to start with with the 2 windows. So basically we will have to consider the 2 windows that you have it, one before the corner and one after the corner. You'll have to take it into to consider it the one single window, and just start from here, inserting the hook through both windows and make the first double crochet, and then continue with the stitch pattern. Or if you want to just don't have such a big space at the armpit, you can just make a few slip stitches until to start a little bit down, and just make a few slip stitches until you'll get to the windows. But you don't have to, if it's too difficult for you to do that, or to figure out how to close the small space at the armpit that is remaining at the armpit. Just take into consideration that you can just make a little seam at the end, and it won't be visible at all. I know that it might not sound too professional what I was doing here, but believe me, I didn't find another method to just start the sleeve and continue this with the pattern. That's why if you are having in mind anything else that it might work better than my method, then please feel free to comment below and maybe help another people to just find an easier method. So what I'm doing here is just I started from the corners, so from the chain 2 spaces, just join the corners before, then slip stitch to the windows that I had. Now first window, here is what I did, and then I just start with the stitch, so chain 2, 1 double crochet in the same stitch, and then because I will need a window, like I said, on this round I need 2 windows at the armpit, so I just chain 1 and skip the first stitch. Again, if your previous round is another round than this one with 9 double crochet and window, then you'll have to start the round with the stitches that you'll need to just complete the stitch pattern, and not I don't know if it will be the round before. So if you land with 7 and 2 windows, then at the armpit you'll have to have a window. So do some stitches at the armpit that will help you to just continue with the pattern. I don't know how to explain it other way, but I'm sure that you will find a method to do it. After that, after joining the yarn and start making the runs on the sleeve, you'll just have to continue repeating the rounds and make the stitch pattern for as many rounds as you need to just reach the desired length of the sleeve. So no decreases, no anything until you will get to the desired length, and then you will do some decreases just to make the cuff of the sweater. So until then, just make the number of rounds that you need to reach the desired length. I made the same number of rounds as on the length of the sweater, so I made 22 rounds on the sweater and 22 rounds on the sleeve. And after that, after completing with the sleeves, we will do, like I said, here, look at this end that we have here. We can use it when hiding it to just close the little space that it's at the armpit. So now continue working the rounds until you'll get to the desired length, and then we will decrease just to make the cuffs of the sleeves. Like I said, I made for the sleeves the same number of rounds as for the length of the sweater, meaning 22 rounds for size small. But this is up to you, depending on how long you want your sleeves to be or how long you want your sweater to be. So to make this decreasing, before starting to make the ribbed band on the cuffs, I just decrease by skipping one stitch between the double crochet. So basically I start the round as normal with chain 2 and 1 double crochet in the same stitch, then skip 1 and 1 double crochet next. Again, skip 1, 1 double crochet next, skip 1, 1 double crochet next. And this was what I was doing on the first round after the completing the length of the sleeve. You can, if you, after this round, if you are feeling that your sleeve is large enough, you can just stop and then start with the ribbed band. If you need to just make it a little bit smaller, like I did, I just made one more round, but on the one more round, but on the second round I just skipped one stitch from 2 to 2. So I made 1 double crochet. In the next, again 1 double crochet, then skip 1 stitch and 2 double crochet in the next 2. So this was the pattern for the second round. You can do both rounds in the same way, depending on, like I said, depending on how large do you need your cuffs to be. I have very small hands here in my cuff, so I need it to be smaller. But depending on your taste, on how your sleeve want to be, you will decrease the number of stitches that you will need until you will get to the desired, until it's large enough for you or small enough for you. And then after that you'll just have to make 3 rounds for the ribbed band, alternating 1 double crochet with 1 front post double crochet with 1 back post double crochet. So here right now in the video I'm just showing you how I did the second round with decreases. So just like I said, 1 double crochet, 1 double crochet next, then skip 1 double crochet, and again 2 double crochet in the next stitches. This was the pattern here. So the first round was with 1 double crochet, skip 1 double crochet, and the second one was with 2 double crochet, skip 1 double crochet. And then I did the 3 rounds with the ribbed band with front post and back post double crochet. And basically after completing the sleeves, after completing the length of the sweater, this sweater will be done. All you'll have to do is to wave in the ends that you have, just a few, and that's it. I hope you enjoyed this tutorial. I know that it's maybe too long for one of you, but I wanted to give you all the details to just be able to do it. So hope you enjoy it, and see you next time, and can't wait to see your picture with it.